Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kate and I am the founder and editor-in-chief of 2 digital magazines with views in the millions. And I share helpful tips here on my channel for those of you who want to learn how to start magazines too. If you want to hear a little bit more about my story and how I got started, be sure to check out this video where I give you all of the details about how I started and how I got to where I am now. So in today's video, we are going to get into the 5 top tools that I use to run 2 successful digital magazines. We're talking software, both free and paid, and I will get into what we use and how we use it. So let's get into the video. So to start at the top, the first tool that I use for planning my digital magazine content is Google Sheets. So if you have a Google account, you have access to Google Sheets, Google Docs, super helpful when you're planning your digital magazine content. So how I use Google Sheets is I have a spreadsheet that I use every single time I go to plan a new issue, and it has the issue name, who's on the cover, who the photographer is, when the shoot is, all the features that are inside, when I sent interview questions, when I received interview questions back, if I have an interview date planned, when that was completed. All of those things are in this spreadsheet. This is a great time for me to tell you that I also started the most comprehensive course for starting a digital magazine. It is called the Editor Academy, and I share every single thing from choosing a name and a niche all the way to planning your content. I share this exact spreadsheet I'm talking about. The exact one that I use to run my magazines is inside of the course.
Cool.
All the way to marketing, monetizing, launching, everything in between. This is all in that course. It is from top to bottom. Every single thing that you need to know about starting and launching a digital magazine is in this course. I have over 13 years under my belt of being a magazine editor-in-chief. I've started 2 of my own successful digital magazines. I've also consulted on others. My magazines have 6-figure subscriber lists. I've made over 6 figures in income, and my magazines to date have over 13 million views. So everything that I have learned over these past 13 years, starting and running my own magazines, is in this course. I put it all together for you, and I will link it in the description box. So the next tool that I use to run a digital magazine is FLODESK. FLODESK is our email service, and it is, in my opinion, the most beautiful email provider. FLODESK makes it really easy. They have pre-made layouts inside of the email software. They also make it really easy to drag and drop pre-made blocks so you can make really beautiful emails with very little time. We send emails to 6 figures in subscribers every time we launch a new issue, and it just makes reading emails a lot more fun. So we love FLODESK. If you want to check out FLODESK, I will leave a link in the description box for you to check it out with a special discount code. The third tool I use to start and run my digital magazines is Canva. So Canva for me has almost replaced Photoshop. I say almost because I do use Photoshop for some things still. But the background remover option on Canva alone is worth every single penny that you pay for the pro model. So if you're thinking about using Canva for your magazines, do it. Buy the pro plan. It is worth every single penny. We use Canva for all of our social media graphics. I use Canva for removing backgrounds on product images. It's one click, so simple. It used to be Photoshop and would take me a lot longer. So I use Canva for that when I'm putting together my issues. Canva also has some really great stock photography available on the pro plan. So again, highly recommend if you're thinking about using Canva. You can also use Canva for your design software for your magazine. So that means you can put together your entire magazine right in Canva. Now, I would recommend upgrading to the pro model before you put together an entire magazine using exclusively Canva, but it is possible. So you can design your covers right in Canva. Again, another plug, if you haven't downloaded them yet, I have designed a set of 10 digital magazine cover templates for you that you can play around with and kind of see how your magazine will look all set up. So I'll leave the link to those inside the description box also, and you can check those out. You can put together your pages. The only thing you can't do in Canva, which is why I don't super recommend it for designing an entire magazine, is you cannot design 2 pages side by side. So when you're designing a magazine in Canva, you need to design each of your magazine pages as single pages. So it makes it really hard if you're trying to like make a cohesive spread and you want the text or the images to flow into one another from one page to the other. You cannot do that in Canva. However, if you are designing a very simple magazine layout, Canva can get it done. So that is a good segue into the fourth tool that I use to start and run my digital magazines, and that is my design software, Adobe InDesign. I have been using Adobe InDesign since I learned how to design magazines in college. I came home, I downloaded a free trial of Adobe InDesign, and the rest is history. Most magazine publishers use Adobe InDesign to design their magazines. This is what I've used. I've used it since the very beginning, since I started my very first magazine. It's what I still use. It is for a little bit more of an experienced designer or someone who is very familiar with Adobe products like Photoshop or Illustrator. And it makes it, again, easy if you want to have those cohesive spreads with text and image that flow from one page to the other. You can design 2 pages side by side, which I love. I put all of my magazines together in InDesign, and it is a really great software to use, especially if you're going to be a serious magazine publisher. There are plans available now for Adobe InDesign and Adobe Creative Cloud. I think you can buy a plan for Adobe InDesign for like $20-something a month. So it is a lot more affordable than it was back then when I first downloaded it, when I started my first magazine. So it is a little bit more affordable and accessible now, but highly, highly recommend. That will always be my top pick for if someone is wanting to start a digital magazine and they're wondering what software to use. All day long, my pick will be Adobe InDesign. So once you have planned your content, you have your email service, you have your graphic design software, Canva, you know what design software you're going to use to design your magazines, Adobe InDesign. Now you have to publish your digital magazine. So the fifth and final tool that I use to run my magazines is Issue. Issue is my publishing software. I have, again, used this since the very beginning, since I launched my first digital magazine. I still use it now. Issue is a really user-friendly platform for turning your magazine PDFs, your magazine document, into a very beautiful, interactive magazine that you can click through, flip through. You can decide for your magazines to be paid if you want to charge for them. My magazines are all free. That's a story for a different day.
Wait, what?
But Issue makes it really easy and very quick to upload your document and turn it into a beautiful magazine that your readers can click through. It's very interactive. You can add links to your products, links to your ads. You can remove the Issue branding if you want to upgrade to a paid model. So Issue makes it really great for you to turn your documents into an actual magazine. Issue is a software that will make that happen. There are many, many tools that can help you on your journey as an editor-in-chief in starting and launching a digital magazine. These are just a couple of my top tools. But if you want someone who's been there before, who knows the entire process of starting a magazine, launching a magazine, growing it to views in the millions, I am here to personally walk you through it. From how to choose your name, how to design your pages in both InDesign and Canva, how to find readers. I am giving you the exact strategy that I use to drive over 20,000 readers to my websites every single month. How do you start to make money from your magazine? I am giving you advertising pitch scripts, the exact script that I use to bring on new advertisers and sponsorships for my magazines, including the strategy that you can use to start to sell website ads on your magazine website. Every single thing that you could possibly need to know about starting a magazine is in this course. So be sure to check out the link in the description box for your personal invitation into the Editor Academy. Now, if you got value from today's video, I would love for you to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.